This shit more than a game.
Perfect. Perfect.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. This is probably the least hype I've been about sports in New Orleans for a long, long time. I'm sure you guys have seen the video from Monday, my reaction to the New Orleans Pelicans having a disaster result of a draft lottery and ending up with the number 7 pick. 20, 21, 22 wins last season, and all they got us was the number 7 pick. And it kind of was a hard dose of reality about where now my excitement and my hype, and that's the key word, is hype. Because I've said it before, I'm not going to be excited about Tyler Shough. I'm just not. I have no hype for him. Do I want him to prove me wrong? Absolutely. Do I pray that Tyler Shough and Kellen Moore prove me wrong? Absolutely. But do I have any hype for the New Orleans Saints right now? No. Do I have any hype for the New Orleans Pelicans right now? Not after Monday. Because I also now, when it comes to the basketball side of things, unless we make a major trade with him or another trade in general, I have to put my trust in year 7 that Zion is finally going to put it all together. And I'm sorry, but I'm a guy that if you show me the movie script, I'm not going to reread it multiple times expecting a different ending. I've seen the script. I know what happens. Now, I'm not knocking any fan who will talk themselves or hype themselves into Tyler Shough. I'm not knocking any fan who is still hyped up about Zion Williamson, because we all know that Zion Williamson can be a top 5 player when he puts it all together. I'm not mad at any fan who believes in that. God bless you. But I'm not. And even though I'm Mr. This shit more than a game, I've always been nothing but transparent with you guys. I am not hyped up right now about the New Orleans Saints or the New Orleans Pelicans. And for as long as I can remember, every offseason, I found something for the Saints or Pelicans to be hyped up about. Whether it was, yes, Derek Carr, whether it was for a while, Dennis Allen, or Clint Kubiak, or whatever, Drew Brees. I mean, you didn't need anything to get hyped up about that. It was Drew Brees, right? Pelicans, oh, we got Zion, oh, we got AD, we got this and we got that. We got, right now, this is the first time where I feel like I hit a brick wall. I have nothing to be excited about. I have nothing to be hyped about. Now, my hype doesn't mean anything when it comes to the results. The Saints can make me look stupid as hell this fall and wind up actually showing some progress, some momentum. Hell, they might go on a miracle run. You never know. It's the NFL. That's the beauty of it, right? The Pelicans, Zion just might say, you know what? Year 7 is the year that I'm going to get it together. Yes, we didn't get a great draft pick at the lottery on Monday, but I'm Zion freaking Williamson. I'm going to show you guys that I can be a leader and lead a team to prominence. I hope they do. I never want to be Mr. I was right. I want to be, goddammit, when I'm negative about the team, Mr. I was wrong. Prove me wrong. I'm just a fan. I don't market myself as an analyst. I want to be wrong. I'm a fan. I'm not afraid to look stupid. I've looked stupid many times already. I'm not afraid to look stupid again. But as of summer 2025, I am not hyped up whatsoever about the New Orleans Saints or the New Orleans Pelicans. But the NFL schedule just came out. So at least we can talk ourselves into something like that being exciting, right? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jono Bond Show, where this shit is more than a stream.
This shit more than a game. We ain't playing no fear. We fans born kinda wild, fire in our hearts revealed. Yeah, we shout and we cheer, our passion loud and clear. Together we rise, this love no compromise. Holler at the screen, repping our dream team. From the sidelines we scream, living in this fan's dream. Yeah, we shout and we cheer, our passion loud and clear. Together we rise, this love no compromise.
This shit more than a game.
And y'all know how we have to start off each and every John the Bone show. Leave this shit more than a game in the chat right now. Because whether you're optimistic, pessimistic, hyped up, not hyped up, on a high or on a low, this shit is always more than a game. And it's a fun night, y'all. Don't get me wrong. Just because I'm not hyped up about the Saints or Pelicans, it's still a fun night. The NFL schedule was just released literally 16 minutes ago. And now we knew who the Saints were already playing, but now we know when and where. And if you haven't seen it yet, here is the official 2025 New Orleans Saints schedule. Now, there's one big thing that you guys might notice. I'll give you guys about 30 to 45 seconds in the chat to mention it before I get to it. But if you see this schedule, did you notice one very striking thing about this schedule? I should have the Jeopardy music queued up. But there's something that we heard the rumblings about it all day today. And now that the schedule is out, it has been official of the rumblings we heard. But do you guys see what I see? Like a Christmas carol, right? Do you see what I see? Ding, ding, ding to the great Carr Dunn for calling it out. That is right, folks. There are no primetime games for the 2025 New Orleans Saints. Of course, look at you all, Bruce Sane and my girl Dana and Sandra, my girl. Y'all definitely this shit more than a game certified. Of course, Darrell, you have a cheat code. We were talking about that all day in our group chat. But no primetime games for the New Orleans Saints. To me, y'all, that is a striking indictment on the state of the franchise. Now, I've already been met with some rebuttals because I tweeted this on Twitter. But for a franchise that pridefully talked about all throughout the Drew Brees era, we want to be a franchise that's seen as the standard of excellence. We want to be mentioned up there with the Steelers and the Ravens and the Eagles when it comes to when fans think about great franchises, they think about us. Well, we failed miserably, apparently, because some 5 years after the Drew Brees era, the Saints can be argued as the most irrelevant team in the NFL outside of our Louisiana bubble. Inside of our this shit more than a game community shit, we're always going to be excited, right? We're always going to find things to talk about. It's our team. But outside, today, the national media put a mirror up to the New Orleans Saints franchise and say, you guys are irrelevant. You guys do not matter outside of your Louisiana bubble. Nobody cares about the New Orleans Saints. Check out the Sunday night schedule. Check out the Monday night schedule. Check out the Thursday night schedule. There are no fleur-de-lis to be found. But you know what you do see on there? You see a Falcons logo. You see a Bucks logo. You even see a goddamn Panthers logo. But you see no fleur-de-lis because the New Orleans Saints are irrelevant. To me, that is a striking indictment. I am going to definitely. Who the hell is that? What the hell? Did you come I had to stop about the Rams and having all those primetime games?
I had to stop by and check up on you, my brother. How you doing, man? I see you kind of crashing out and stuff. I had to come support before I do my podcast in a few minutes. So what's going on? What am I missing, bro? What's going on? The Saints disappointed you again, as always. What's the matter, bro? What's going on? What's going on, Bruce Saint? What's going on?
I'm
Talk
just
to me, bro. I'm your best friend. I'm trying to make sure you don't lose your sanity over these
No.
Saints, bro.
What I was saying, Shawn, is that today the national media put up a mirror to the New Orleans franchise and told the franchise, you guys don't matter. And to me, that is a striking indictment on the folks on Airline Drive. You see, I will commend the Saints that they finally seem to be in the rebuilding mode that we probably should have done a long time ago, correct? But for a franchise that was parading around doing the Drew Brees and Sean Payton era when they were saving our butts about how we want to be a model franchise and we're a big and bad New Orleans Saints and we should be up there, or we aim to be up there with the Steelers and the Ravens and the Eagles when it comes to teams that no matter what, always seems like they're contending. And even if they have a down year or two, you know they're going to be right back in the swing of things when it comes to being a playoff team. The New Orleans Saints failed at that. And today was finally that, bam, brick wall that the national media say, you guys do not matter. Now, don't get me wrong, Shawn. I'm sure Tyler Shough and Kellen Moore can turn this motherfucker around, and maybe we will be relevant by October, by November, by December. I get all that. But I still think you can condemn, or what I'm doing is I'm condemning the New Orleans Saints franchise for us even getting to this point. I'm not going to watch somebody tear down a house and then pat them on the back when they pick up a hammer and start to nail it to rebuild it. No, you tore down the house in the first place. You tore down the house, Mickey Loomis and company. So now the Saints are irrelevant as hell. I say that as a fan. I say that as a selfish content creator who needs to get more viewers and stuff. But how can I get more viewers when nobody gives a damn outside of Louisiana about my teams that I mainly talk about? I say that as a guy who just paid $625 a season ticket money. That was an increase. That was an increase. After a 5-win season, they say, y'all going to get paid more money to come watch us in this sad-ass team. I say that as a fan who just paid that much money, having to watch the national media and other fans say your team doesn't matter. So, Shawn, am I overreacting as a non-Saints fan? You aren't used to not having a primetime game or two. I now have to get used to that reality until Tyler Shough or Kellen Moore can show me that they are worthy of relevancy in the NFL. Am I overreacting?
I mean, I think you are. I mean, because think about it, those 325 and those 305 games, that's kind of like primetime games. I mean, y'all have the national media focus on the Saints when y'all play Seattle. I know for sure our game will be America Game of the Week when y'all travel to Los Angeles on the 2nd. Now, normally we'll play deeper into the season, but I don't know.
November 2nd. We're going to know a lot about our teams on November 2nd. So while I have you on the show, because I know you are about to go live on your Let's Hash It Out podcast, and we definitely want to support you guys. After you all watch my show, of course, we'll go support Shawn and Ziggy and his crew on the Let's Hash It Out podcast. But this November 2nd matchup, I feel like for the past, 3 years now, we've had a Saints and Rams matchup that we've at least been able to have some fun on this channel with the rivalry that comes with that. But we'll know a lot about the Saints and Rams by then. But here we go. Week 9, November 2nd, 3:00 p.m. game for Los Angeles. I guess that means that's a 1 p.m. game. How do you feel early on, Shawn, about – and your answer right now is going to let me know if I was overreacting or not. But how do you feel about that Week 9, November 2nd game against the Saints?
I think that's going to be a pivotal game going into that stretch of the playoffs. Like, even though – the playoff scenarios really don't start until probably I'm going to say week 10, 11. I think that's going to be a pivotal game deciding going down the stretch because whoever probably wins that game, tiebreakers and records and all this other shit that we got to deal with the NFL, I think that's going to be an important game. And I feel like right now, like you said, that's a couple of weeks before we get to y'all. Anything can happen now, Jono. I'm not the one, but as of right now, I feel like we should win that game. Of course, I'm gonna say that because I am a Rams fan, but it all depends on the health, injuries, and whatnot. But as of right now, who knows? Y'all might have an upper hand depending on injuries and stuff like that. But right now, of course, our team's gonna definitely win. That's definitely L for y'all. L. But it's a primetime game.
3:30 games are not primetime games. We're not even America's game of the week. We'll probably be
all right. How about this? If y'all win, say like if y'all just miraculously win a bunch of games that nobody anticipated y'all to win, they can take one of them other games out. What if somebody else is sad and say, "Oh no, Saints way better," and they'll slot y'all into one of those Sunday night games. How you may never know. Anything.
I'll give you that. And again, I mentioned this earlier today on Twitter. Drew Brees and Sean Payton didn't have a lot of NFL fans and outside New Orleans people wanting to see what they were doing in 2006, right? They had to earn their stripes, and they did. We had that one scheduled primetime game on ESPN with the Superdome reopening, which made sense to have. But other than that, we had no primetime games besides basically that give me of a primetime game, right? Of course, the whole world wanted to see the Superdome return back to action. But we were so good. Drew Brees was like, oh, y'all don't have no faith in me? He showed the whole NFL world, whoa, this is a bad motherfucker. Sean Payton showed the world, whoa, this is a great-ass NFL coach. That they flexed us on Sunday night, like against the Cowboys for sure, where we really made our statement and say the New Orleans Saints are here and we're the real deal. Yes, maybe Tyler Shough and Kellen Moore can do that. I get all that. But I'm saying after 5 years now without Drew Brees, it's an indictment, Sean. I'm sorry. And it is a mirror to the Saints franchise that look what you guys are doing. And maybe they see themselves in the mirror and say, yes, we understand, but we're trying to fix it by having Kellen Moore and I guess Tyler. You know how I feel about Tyler Shough, Sean. They're going to fix what trouble ails New Orleans right now. But again, for me, Sean, I'm not a guy who, again, if you are to crash into my house, I'm not going to put my arm around you when you pick up a hammer and start rebuilding it. I'm like, why the hell did you crash my house in the first place? The house was fine. The house was a great house.
Right.
You ruined it. So that's just my whole beef with not even beef. It's just I'm a very jilted fan. Again, right now. While I have you, Sean, because I know we don't have you long today. You're just coming to make a quick little cameo. We're going to talk about this more in depth later in the show. But while I have you, I'm sure you saw the news that Derek Carr retired on Saturday. What a news bomb. What a news bomb. So for you, Sean, as a non-Saints fan, when you saw that news, what was your initial reaction?
It should have happened a year or two ago.
Retired? Not retired, huh? Or you mean just not be a New Orleans Saint?
Just not being a New Orleans Saints, period. Like, I'm a be very honest, bro. Derek Carr, he's a serviceable quarterback. I'm not going to say the man can't play quarterback in this league because he has shown that he had that, I think he had that one MVP caliber type season in Oakland. But, other than that, subpar years here and there. But he is, I'm not going to say he's the greatest, but he was a good quarterback. He wasn't the worst of the worst, but for y'all in general, I think it was good. I think it was a relief off the Saints Nation shoulder. Like, all right, we don't got to pay him all that money. We don't have to deal with another year of the ups, the downs.
Have you seen the murmurs? Because at first when he retired, it saves us $30 million, right? I'm like, wow, that was actually very noble of him. I'm always kind of like, for some reason, glass half forward, Carl. I was like, damn, for a fan base that really trashed the hell out of him. Me too. I had my moments where I trashed him. I was like, that was pretty damn noble for him to bypass $30 million when he could have sat on the couch all season, rehab, say, hey, I'm rehabbing, I'm trying my best, but I'm getting my goddamn money. He said, no, I'm retiring. Y'all get y'all money back. We both go our separate ways. I thought it was a noble act until I started hearing some murmurs that people were saying that actually the reason why he retired is because the Saints could have possibly took him to court if he didn't play this season and say, no, we do not owe you that $30 million, especially, and this is rumor, so I don't want to spread it and make it seem like it's concrete facts, but especially if some are saying that Carr might have injured his shoulder again doing an activity in the offseason that he had no business doing, which is why he's now possibly out, he is out for the 2025 season and beyond now. So with that information, do you think, because I'm going to get to this later on the show, you'll be on your show by that time, but do you think that Derek Carr is really actually retiring, or do you think this is kind of like the two parties being the Saints and Derek Carr meeting in the middle to have an amicable split so that Derek Carr can sit this year out, still get whatever money he had already guaranteed to him, and he could come back in 2026 and say, oh, I'm magically healed. I ain't worried about the New Orleans Saints anymore, and I'm doing my thing. Or do you think he's actually retired and this is all legit and that he really did get hurt from past games and that he's just a noble guy and say, hey, I know I'm not playing. Take y'all money back.
I mean, so you could kind of go multiple ways with this, Jono. So people, I'm gone now. So I didn't know about that information. So, of course, you could take that in consideration and say he's doing something kind of weird to try to say, oh, I'm trying to retire. It was very noble of him for him to do that. But one or two things. Number one, he can either do something like okay, yeah, I'm hurt, I can't throw, I'm done, retired, whatever. But what do most of these people do, Jono? Let's be for real, bro. Let's be for real, right?
I would have took the money.
I would have took the money. So what would we have done, right? TV deals. He could be an analyst on one of these broadcast networks.
He already has a YouTube channel.
YouTube channel or something like that. I don't never rule out a possibility of a comeback, bro. Because like you said, he could be sitting out there, I'm retiring. But until they actually put the official retirement papers in, come on, bro. I didn't see people say, I retire and now I'm coming back. Who that is? Jason Pierre-Paul. He said he wants to come back. Didn't he say he retired? Shaq Barrett. He said he retired. I'm coming back. It could be multiple things, y'all. It was noble of him, but who's to say that? All right, $30 million. Now, $30 million is a lot.
A lot.
Twisted. It's a lot. But at the same time, though, I know Derek Carr ain't no fool neither. He probably said, all right, I'll take the loss on the $30 million, but maybe some type of network or whatever type of pre-show game, analyst type deal. All right, we'll offer you maybe 15, 20 million.
You know what he is. Ain't no Derek Carr ain't worth that much money. Calm down with that shit. Shawn,
he's not.
Your mind ain't in sync right now because you probably more focused on your shit that you're still live on. Shawn, you a little off. You're a Rams fan, that's common, but you're a little off right now.
I'm just saying. These networks just throw away money to
to relevant players, not to Derek Carr. All right, Shawn.
I mean,
look, final thing I want to ask you before I send you off to go do your show. You saw what happened Monday. You saw that it's so funny, huh? You saw that the Dallas Mavericks won the NBA lottery, and it was an absolute disaster of a night for the New Orleans Pelicans franchise and their fans. It was not a disaster night for you because you are a Philadelphia Sixers fan, and you guys actually jumped up to the top 4, which you were probably like, shit, I'll take that. I mean, y'all were, I believe, the 6th worst team, so y'all actually moved up the ladder that night. I have 2 questions for you. 1, do you think the NBA lottery is rigged? Because that is pretty damn fishy that the Dallas Mavericks, who only had a 1.8% chance of getting the number 1 pick, wind up getting the number 1 pick after they traded Luka to a model franchise at the Los Angeles Lakers. And it seems very funny that whenever you trade a superstar player to a Los Angeles franchise, you wind up with the NBA number 1 pick. Seems like the NBA does a lot of solace to teams who help out the Los Angeles marketplace. And 2, as a Pelicans fan, I know you're not one, but I am one. How bleak or how optimistic should Pelicans fans be now that we have only the number 7 pick after a 22-23 win season? Start out with the first question. Do you think the NBA lottery is rigged?
Yes, I do. It's all politics. It's business. I never even thought Dallas was even in the mix of getting Cooper Flag or even getting a number 1 overall pick. But, Jono, this shit, bro, Dallas, it's good for them, but, bro, you're not going to sit up here and say 1.8% chance of getting the number 1 pick?
1.8%.
Really?
All right.
And you're not going to – so –
you
anyway,
because they helped out your Sixers.
It did, but I mean, I don't know, bro. Anything it could kind of go either way, though, Jono. Because once again, these are rumors. This is nothing. Nothing is written in stone. So a lot of people were saying that either the Sixers would either take that 3rd pick, and I think that's stupid though, because you signed Paul George to this big ass contract, Jono.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Right. So this is a possibility. Trade the 3rd pick. Right. Trade the 3rd pick and Paul George to pair up Durant with Maxey and Embiid if Embiid is healthy. That's a rumor. Now, as optimistic for the Pelicans, I mean, y'all can find y'all a little solid player. From what I've been seeing in the pre-draft mock drafts, I don't know how to say his name, but he's the shooter out of Duke. They're projecting him to be a great player for y'all system. But, I mean, I'll be pissed as a Pelicans fan, even as a Wizards Jazz fan, that I didn't even have a chance to get the number 1 overall pick. That
was actually the one positive, I think, because, a lot of fans are now lambasting the lottery process. I I think for the sake of discouraging teams to not tank, it actually worked out. Like the Utah Jazz were like doing a deliberate job at tanking. That was just, in my opinion, like a disgrace to the game. They were tanking in December and saying out players, "Oh, you got a cut on your finger? Yeah, out for 3 weeks." I thought that was so. I was glad that the Jazz fell. The Wizards kind of fell by circumstance. Like they sucked, so they were like by January, okay, which I get. We had to start tanking, ethically, in my opinion, because all the injuries and we still were like playing hard by March and April when we finally said, okay, let's kind of call back off the dogs and just deal with the season. But to have a 22-23 win season shown and to only get the number 7 pick, that for a low market franchise like us, ain't no superstar coming knocking on our door saying I want to play in New Orleans. I'm just so down right now because now, unless we trade him, which I doubt we do because he was our representative on Monday at the draft, I have to go into another year saying, okay, hopefully this is the year that Zion really does put it together and show that he could be a top 5 player. And like I said earlier in my show, Sean, you give me a movie script, I'm not going to read it 5 times, and every time I read it on the last page, think, oh, the ending's going to change. No, I've seen the script the first time. I know what happened. So I'm down bad right now, Sean, as a Saints and Pelicans fan. I don't know what I'm going to do, bro. I don't know what I'm going to do.
So I'll leave you with this before I leave, bro. Would you be mad if the Saints or Joe Dumars in the organization do a trade where they try to trade Zion for Giannis?
Why would the Milwaukee Bucks want Zion for Giannis? If anything, we are going to probably be involved in the Giannis trade as like a third team to like take on some salary or play or whatever. We got the Milwaukee Bucks first picks actually, so we actually have some. We can be a bit of a puppet master and pull some strings a little bit, but we're not getting a superstar.
No, I'm just asking.
I mean, we get Giannis Zion. Hell yeah, I'm back on the hype train.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Pat right now. I mean, unless maybe Memphis says, yeah, we're tired of Ja Morant and we work out a miracle trade. I don't know. Maybe we can work out something. Those Milwaukee Bucks picks, like I just say, are mighty sexy right now to NBA teams because, especially if Giannis does get traded, everybody say, well, shit, Milwaukee's going to be crap for like the next 2 years, especially with Dame probably out next season with the Achilles. So there's paths possibly to the Pelicans finding a way to, make the most out of a bad situation on Monday, but I just don't see any path that can land as a superstar. If they prove me wrong, then Joe Dumars has a huge fan in me. So, all the way, Sean, you'll have a lot of ammo this season on the Jono Bone Show to talk shit to me because I don't think either of my teams are going to be doing anything too special. But I appreciate you, Sean. Sean, let them know where they can find your show that you're about to go live on after they watch my show, of course, where they can come and tune in afterwards.
Yes. So, of course, me, Ziggy, and my other co-host, Ghost, y'all can catch us.
Oh, wait, so Ziggy's going to show up for your show, but not my show?
Hey, I got to have my...
What you paying Ziggy? I know I ain't paying him. So what you paying Ziggy to get him to show up for your show?
I ain't paying him. Look, I ain't paying him nothing either. But yeah, man, let's hash it out podcast on YouTube. Come catch us, man. We talk about everything. It's not a sports podcast like Jono. We leave that to my bro Jono. But definitely people's out if y'all can after y'all watch Jono's show. Come give us
got invented tabs for a reason. Have it on both tabs, right? And just flip back and forth. I just have it on you in the background to support. I appreciate you, Sean. We'll have you on for the full show in the future. This shit more than a game. Thanks to my dog Sean for coming up for a few minutes before he goes live on his show. I really appreciate that. All right, so before I was really interrupted by him, though, like I said, the Saints not having any primetime games, to me, that is a striking indictment on the franchise. Now, I hope the Saints dig themselves out of this hole and become a relevant team again. But I don't know about you guys. I saw a lot of people on my Twitter saying, I like it, though, John, because I hate Thursday night games. I like having the 12 p.m. games because after that, I can have my whole Sunday for the rest of the day to go do stuff. I get all that. There's always going to be people who have personal victories when it comes to the scheduling of the NFL. But I like my team in the spotlight. I'm sorry. Even before I was a content creator. I mean, now as a content creator, I damn sure want my team in the spotlight because it's going to bring more people to my channel. I'm going to have much more than 32 people watching my show on YouTube right now if the Saints were actually a top team. If I was covering the Cowboys or the Chiefs, I'd probably have triple the amount of people watching on YouTube right now. But right now, I mainly cover a team that is the most, I hate to say it, irrelevant team in the NFL outside of everybody who's watching this in that Louisiana bubble. I mean, even the damn Falcons, and I see the Falcons fans in the chat right now, they're bragging. We got so many primetime games, and the world knows that the Falcons are coming, and that's fine. I mean, the Falcons, to their credit, they do. The national media clearly believes in the Atlanta Falcons this season. They got two. They got two Sunday night football games. They got two. They got two Monday night football games. And they got a Thursday night game. I don't know what the Falcons did last year for the media and the national media to think, oh, this team is coming. But God bless them. The Falcons have built up something that they actually have the national media's attention. For us, as Saints fans, I'm not mad at it because it gives us a chance to watch the Falcons embarrass their stupid-ass fan base on national TV. So he who laughs, excuse me, let's try that again. He who laughs last, laughs best, Falcons fans. And I always remember, Falcons fans, y'all gone Falcon. I've said this for y'all for 3 years now on my channel, and y'all still come back as a whipping boy. Y'all just like, y'all, I think y'all have a fetish. Like, y'all like being the whipping boy. Y'all gone Falcon. So though y'all parade today that the Falcons are relevant, the world wants to see the Falcons. The world wants to see Michael Penix and what he can do. Enjoy it, because we will be laughing in October and in November and in December when the Falcons are gone Falcon. I will also say this, guys. Y'all know, if you've been true to the Jono Barnes channel and not new to the Jono Barnes channel, I think I'm like the only Saints vlogger, not vlogger. Yeah, I guess I am a vlogger. A content creator that actually goes on the road consistently and I give you guys experiences of how road games are. I'm not trying to say that as a knock to any of the other Saints channels that you guys follow. They got some great Saints channels out there. But I am probably the unique channel that actually takes you guys on the road every season. Y'all remember my videos from Dallas and Kansas City last year? 2 years ago, we took y'all to Minnesota, Atlanta. Y'all remember how lit those videos were? I'm one of the few fans, actually, I'm probably the only fan that I can think of who goes on YouTube and vlogs it for you guys in 4K and shows you guys, you know, what the experience is like outside of the Superdome. So I'm looking at the schedule right now, and granted, my schedule is going to be a little bit wonky this year because there's a guy by the name of Jonathan Barnes Jr. who now calls all the shots in this household. But I am looking at the schedule, and that Buffalo game looks mighty, mighty interesting to me. I think that would be a fun vlog for you guys, for me to go to Buffalo, get to experience that amazing home field advantage that the Buffalo Bills fans bring, that amazing just atmosphere that Buffalo Bills fans always have. You know, maybe they'll put me through a table. I'll do it for the content. I'll do it for y'all. But we got some sexy road games for me to possibly go to. Maybe I go to Los Angeles with Shawn. You know, we've been saying that for 3 years now. Maybe I'll go to Los Angeles with Shawn and we do a vlog together at the Saints and Rams game in LA. I mean, LA is expensive as hell, though, so we'll see. Chicago's a nice city to visit. Nashville is an underrated city. I know it's right after Christmas, so that might be a little crazy. But there are some games on this schedule that is very, very intriguing to go to from a fan perspective if you're going on the road for at least one game. Hell, maybe I even go in 2026, that week 18 game. Maybe the Saints shock us and the Saints and Falcons game means a lot. Maybe I go to Atlanta, Archangel, and all of you other Falcons fans in the chat. Maybe I go to Atlanta because I ain't afraid to walk into the devil's lair. I ain't afraid. I've done it before. I ain't afraid to do it again. I walk in loud and proud in them visiting stadiums with my this shit more than a game shirt. I will walk in to Atlanta Stadium with my this shit more than a game spirit, and I would dare you guys to do something about it. Just don't beat me up. I'm only 5'9", 160 pounds soaking wet. But this is our 2025 schedule. No primetime games. So if we are going to be shitty this year while we try to rebuild this team, at least we'll do it in the comfort of our New Orleans homes, where we, as my girl Asia said earlier on the show, this is New Orleans business. So we ain't got to worry about what the national media thinks. We're going to do our own little thing. And I hope that the Saints do rebuild so that when we are the shit, we can come back and tell the national media and all the opposing fans, oh, don't hop on the bandwagon now. Don't hop on the bandwagon now when shit is sweet, because ain't none of y'all was around to be fun when the shit was sour. I hope the Saints do that. I'm cheering for the Saints to do that. Do not confuse my lack of hype or my lack of excitement for the fact that I always want my Saints to do the goddamn thing. I want them to be great. God damn it. That's why I demand excellence for them. My bank account sure wants them to be great. To justify these prices that I'm paying to my wife. It's going to be very interesting. 2025 NFL season. I'm ready. No matter what, whether I'm hyped or not. I can only say so many F-bombs. You know, I did a lot on Monday. I want to calm down with the F-bombs this week. I'm effing ready because it's football. It's football down here in the South. And we all know that this shit more than a game. We got a super chat. Let me see if I can put it up from my guy, the king of super chats, Brute Saint, give me a second. I don't have my producer tonight, Ziggy. He's apparently Shawn. If y'all want to know who is Ziggy's preference or who is his real best friend, apparently Shawn has more favoritism with Ziggy than me, because I don't know how Ziggy's going to be on Shawn's show, but he doesn't want to come on the This Shit More Than the Game show. That's a strike against Ziggy and his This Shit More Than the Game certification. Well, goddamn, Bruce Saint, what's your super chat? I see. Oh, there we go. All right, Bruce Saint, the king of super chats. Bruce, I ain't even got my. Well, hold on. I actually do got the ghetto version of the This Shit More Than the Game air horns. Bruce Saint leaves a $10 super chat. Bruce Saint, truly, man, truly, I appreciate you. He says, having no primetime games doesn't bother me. We simply don't have any sexy names or superstar players. Facts. But as long as Kellen Moore can cook and make noise in the league, who cares about primetime? Well, again, Bruce, I'm sure you already heard why I care about primetime. And again, it's not that I'm surprised, anything like that. It's not that I'm like, oh, we deserve primetime games. Nobody deserves anything. The Cowboys won 6 games last season, and they got like 5 primetime games because the NFL bends over backwards for the Dallas Cowboys. But I do think that this is yet again just an indictment on the franchise, and I think that they deserve the heat because I feel like they are very brash over on Airline Drive. And so when they have a reason to be called out, I'm going to call them out. Again, I want them to prove me wrong going forward. I'm cheering for them. I appreciate that they finally are trying to do a new regime and all that. I'm not knocking them for rebuilding. I'm not knocking them for having any sexy players. If Tyler Shough is the guy, he becomes sexy. Who cares if he's not sexy in 2025? I get it. I'm just saying, though, because we are even in this position, I'm knocking the franchise. And shit, again, I just had $625 out my bank account deposited to that goddamn organization on Airline Drive. So I'm bringing the heat. And anytime that I feel validated about how mediocre they've been since Drew Brees and Sean Payne left and can't save their asses anymore, I'm going to call them out. It might lose me media opportunities and things like that. I haven't had a chance to watch the full video, but I saw the Saints did a schedule release video with the great Rob Kazi. I don't think they're ever going to be calling Jono Barnes to do a skit for the Saints officially, given how critical I am of them. But hey, if you can't be true to yourself, then like my dad always say, you don't want to live a falsehood life. Marinate on that. And while we are on the topic of these super chats, I want to give a super chat. This shit more than a thanks to Bruce Saint, Easy E, and Jonathan Bordeaux, who for the past 2 weeks on the Jono Barnes show left super chats. Every super chat that I get, folks, I invest right back into the show. So I really hope you guys know how much I appreciate it, especially as a very small Saints creator. You see, if you're watching on YouTube right now, you see I only got 28 viewers. I've been lapped so many times by other Saints channels, which is fine. They got some great Saints channels. I have over 200 watching overall, mainly thanks to my big Twitter audience. But, my numbers aren't great. I've kind of plateaued a little bit. I'll get to that later on in the show. So any super chat I get, I really appreciate it because it at least shows me that even though I have a very, very small, arguably dwindling audience, the way it's going right now, I have a passionate audience. And that means the world to me. I'd rather have a passionate audience of 30 than a nonchalant audience of 30,000. So Bruce Saint, and to everybody who leaves super chat, especially you, Bruce Saint, because you leave it so consistently, man. I owe you so much more than you will ever deserve or know of, my man. I appreciate you guys. Please know that this shit is more than a thanks. Now, there is some good stuff that came from this past 5 days, right? And I hate to say that because I sound like an asshole, but like I said earlier, Derek Carr retired. And being the asshole fan base that we are, we cheer. We were like, hell yeah. Never mind the fact that this man just lost his career, something that he's worked his whole life for. But we were happy because now that Derek Carr cloud is no longer hanging over the city of New Orleans and the Saints franchise. And like I mentioned to Shawn, when he retired, I thought it was actually pretty noble of him. I was like, wow, he's giving back the $30 million. You see, me, I would have said, hey, I'm going to stay on the couch. I'm going to rehab, and I'm going to collect that $30 million. I ain't walking away from $30 million. So I thought it was actually noble of him to say, no, y'all get y'all money back. I'm retiring. I don't have any faith that my shoulder is going to get back to the level that it needs to be for me to be a starting quarterback. I even gave Derek Carr props for it. I probably should have went live on Saturday too, man. I seen the numbers that other Saints content creators were doing when they went live, and I was like, damn, I missed out on that. But I was too busy doing things like this.
Breaking news out of New Orleans, Derek Carr, Saints quarterback, is retiring.
Y'all see what my wife has to live with, and soon my little son. and we wonder why the Pelicans wind up having the number 7 pick in the draft. It's because we're assholes. Carmen came back to us for celebrating like that, right? But Derek Carr retired, and so we saved $30 million, right? Like, that's the big news of it. Him retiring, it was like the biggest blessing that Mickey Loomis could have got, because not only did it absolve him of the $40 million that he had guaranteed just a few weeks ago to Derek Carr, but now we saved $30 million. Here's how it works. From the great folks at New Orleans.football, if you are not subscribed or following Nick Underhill or my guy John Hendricks or Mike Triplett for Saints News, then I don't know what you are doing. But Mike Triplett said, here's how Derek Carr's retirement affects our 2025 salary cap. Barely at all, folks. I mean, we're already in May, so it's barely at all. The only money the Saints will save when Carr's retirement becomes official after June 1st, hey, that's a good thing. That's a big little Jono's coming, is his $1.25 million salary. And that will get replaced on the cap by another player with a salary around $1 million in the top 51 accounting formula. I know these are all big numbers to you simpletons like me, so bear with me. But how would it affect our salary cap in 2026? Well, this is where the huge savings will kick in, says Mike Triplett. The remaining $28.75 million from Carr's nullified $30 million salary. Before Carr decided to retire, the Saints would have had to eat $59.67 million in dead money if they were going to cut him next year. Now they will be charged only $30.925 million in dead money instead. $30 million in dead money is like $3 to Mickey Loomis. That's nothing. So Derek Carr retiring was like a miracle blessed upon the Saints front office that we save a lot of money. And essentially, we get the Derek Carr cloud away from us. The positives for Derek Carr is not like he just walked away completely for $30 million. He still gets all the money that he had owed to him before the rest of his contract was going to go forward in 2025. And he gets to keep his $10 million signing bonus. So it's not all losses for Derek Carr, okay? It's not all losses. But it brings up a good point, because I was like, damn, how noble of you, Derek Carr. That's pretty awesome. I stand up. By the way, I'm showing up my man cave now. Yeah, I got the new digs now. I'm standing up and I'm applauding Derek Carr. I'm like, that's damn awesome of you, Derek Carr. But then some of the people started analyzing. And I'm going to take some clip from Ross Tucker. He said there's actually probably more that meets the eye when it comes to Derek Carr's retiring. Watch this clip, y'all, and let me know what you think about Derek Carr's noble gesture of retiring to save the Saints $30 million. Here's a video clip from Ross Tucker.
3 things jump out to me here. Number 1, NFL players do not voluntarily give up $30 million. Nobody does, which means that the Saints made it clear to Carr and his representation, if you just have the surgery and go on IR, we're going to fight this. We're going to file a grievance because you didn't tell us in March that your shoulder was bothering you when we redid the contract. You weren't working out here when you felt the discomfort. So that's number 1. Number 2, because of that, I'm not 100% convinced that Derek Carr never plays football again. This might be a financial short-term marriage. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm not saying he will. I'm just not 100% convinced that he won't. Lastly, if there was ever a year for the Saints to hit the reset button on their salary cap and get things back in order, this would now be that year.
Okay, a few things. One, I feel like we've already started rebuilding, right? I keep seeing the national media says, well, now the Saints really need to rebuild. I feel like the past 2 seasons we've been quietly rebuilding. It's not like we signed any major free agents the past 2 seasons. So I keep hearing that, that talking point there. Now the Saints really need to we are rebuilding. I mean, have y'all not seen what the Saints have been doing the past 2 off seasons, national media? I think it's because we still have Cam Jordan and Alvin Kamara and Tyrann Mathieu and Demario Davis and players like that the national media think, well, because they're still on the Saints that we're not rebuilding. No, you can actually still keep like some of your big name players or even your high expensive players and still be rebuilding. So I don't get that talking point. But the first 2 points that Ross Tucker made definitely made me, like The Rock, raise my eyebrow. I was like, okay, maybe what Derek Carr did wasn't necessarily so noble. Maybe Derek Carr is once again getting one over on the Saints and the city of New Orleans. I am not a rumor spreader. I'm not going to say whether Derek Carr really was or wasn't hurt, whether he actually hurt himself doing something non-football related, and that's why he's out for the 2025 season, whether this is a fake retirement and he's going to come back in 2026 the same way Sean Payne took 1 year off and then came back from his retirement. I don't know. I'm not doing anything like that, any speculation or anything like that. But it does make you go, It does make you go, If Derek Carr does come back in 2026, I'm going to call him out. I'm going to say that's some bullshit. Then clearly there was some shady shit going on behind the scenes that you took the 1 year off, but now you're back suddenly healthy and ready to play football again. I will call him out for that, but it's got to actually happen. I'm not going to call him out right now because we just don't know the facts. All we can do is speculate. I will say this, no matter what, I'm just happy that he can go his separate way. We can go our separate way. If you watch my Derek Carr reaction video, I said sometimes you can't put a round circle in a square hole, right? Some fish just ain't meant to be. For a multitude of reasons, Derek Carr and the city of New Orleans was just not a good fit. There's a lot of blame to go on both sides. And I still think sometimes Saints fans tickle a little bit too hard and too harsh with their vitriol. But at the end of the day, it's better for both parties to finally say, look, it ain't happening. We don't need to continue this toxic relationship. Let's both go our separate ways. You can live your best life. I can live my best life. We'll both be happier that way. And I'm glad. Derek Carr, go live your best life. I'm assuming you are retired. So if you are, good luck in whatever you do for the rest of your career, whatever life brings you. I'm sorry that your career ended in this very uneventful way. My heart actually breaks for like athletes who have to retire from the thing that they love. You just better not come back in 2026 and make me look stupid for giving you your accolades right now, okay? And for the New Orleans Saints in the city of New Orleans, we can finally let go, guys. We ain't got to harp on Derek Carr anymore. We ain't got to trash his family, trash his wife, get out of character, anything like that. He's gone. He's gone and he ain't coming back. Even if he comes back to the NFL, he ain't coming back to New Orleans. He ain't coming back to the Saints, okay? It was a 3-year marriage. It didn't – wait, was it 3 years or 2 years? It was 2 years. It was a 2-year marriage. It didn't work out. We move on. Both parties are happy. You wish your partner well in their future relationships. You keep it moving to bigger and brighter things. Hopefully, bigger and brighter things are on the way for the New Orleans Saints. It'll be interesting to see, though, what Derek Carr's future looks like, given what some of these national media analysts are speculating. Now that Derek Carr is gone, we are officially in the Tyler Shough era. And even though I'm not, I do know there's a lot of fans who, even after just a short 2 weeks after the NFL draft, are convincing themselves that, hey, maybe this Tyler Shough guy actually is the real deal. Do y'all want to know how some of these Saints fans talk themselves into Tyler Shough? Well, I have exclusive footage of how Saints fans talk themselves into Tyler Shough. Come on, Saints, make the right pick. Make the right pick, Saints.
2025 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Tyler Shough.
Tyler who?
Mickey Loomis sure has a type.
Tyler who?
He looked like my grandpa.
25 years old! He's 25 years old!
That man wasn't around for the Great Depression.
Who's Tyler Shough?
Your next quarterback, dumbass.
I know the Saints ain't just draft. And why did you pronounce Shough if it spells Show?
Shuck them
I know
out.
the Saints ain't just draft Tyler Shough over Shedeur Sanders. I know the Saints ain't just draft a 25-year-old quarterback and a 40-year pick in the second round. I know the Saints ain't just do that.
Clearly they just did.
Man, ain't no way. I ass hate for fool's play. Hi, NFL, y'all got
Seems
it. I know
handsome,
we
man.
just draft Tyler Shough. Man, the Saints.
I heard that.
He had so many better player options right there.
Could have drafted the wide receiver.
That guy's older than Drew Brees.
Aaron Brooks, too.
Speaking of Drew Brees, this franchise ain't been shit since Drew Brees walked out that door. I'm tired of this team, man. They ain't getting my season ticket money. Hell with them, man. They think that they run a monopoly in New Orleans.
They kind of do.
The Saints. The Saints. God, are you there? It's me, Jono.
Yeah, because God really has time to take the pressure for Saints fans.
God, look, I know I don't have that much precious time left on your beautiful planet. I'm 36 years old and I've been eating crawfish my whole life. I know I don't have that much time left to witness the Saints win another Super Bowl. Can you please make my team great again?
Never mind praying for world peace or anything,
God,
right?
can you please make Tyler Shough, Spencer Rattler, I don't give a damn which one. Can you please make them the next Drew Brees?
You really think God listening?
God, I'm begging for your mercy, God. God, the Falcons fans are making fun of me. The Falcons fans, God, I need you. It is what it is, y'all. My life peaked in February 2010.
Oh, geez, first world problems over here.
I'll never experience true happiness like that again.
Don't you have a wife and a newborn son on the way?
I mean, we sold our souls for Drew Brees. We've been since cursed with damnation of having to witness people like Ian Book and Jay Canaan and now Tyler Shough.
How tragic. It's not like you're homeless or anything.
My life is just now a big black void. I don't know, y'all. The kid's starting to win me over.
He's going to be 26 in September.
Okay, yeah, he's 25 years old. So what? That actually means he's not even a rookie. He's a seasoned veteran. He done seen it all and done it all.
Here he goes again.
6'5", cannon of an arm. And look, he didn't even go to Chipotle for his first meal.
Ooh, wow.
He didn't even go to Chipotle for his first meal.
I like Chipotle, actually.
The kid just said, I would die on the field for y'all. He's winning New Orleans over already.
Be careful what you wish for, because New Orleans will let him.
Look, he's working out with Bob Means.
Who?
Bob Means. Team chemistry already off the charts. The vibes are different this year. I feel it. We might win the NFC South this year.
Oh, geez, we haven't heard that for the past 4 seasons.
I mean, what? Shit, he ain't Derek Carr, right?
Yeah, he's got a point right there.
All right, then.
He does have a point, y'all. Yeah, he has a point. Yeah, anybody but that.
Hey, I don't care what the numbers say. Y'all ain't gonna find content like that on any other Saints channel. Y'all just not. Y'all not gonna find content like that. Sometimes you gotta let the world catch up to your greatness. That's what's going on right now on the Jono Barnes channel. Sometimes the world is a little slow, but it's okay. We're gonna keep trucking on. Now, after Derek Carr retired, I opened up my voicemails for the first time in a long time, and I asked the YouTube community to leave a voicemail about your reaction to the Derek Carr retirement news. And you guys, as always, even when I don't have voicemails for like 2 months, y'all showed up and y'all showed out. So it is time to hear from the This Shit More Than a Game community about their thoughts on Derek Carr retirement. Let's play our voicemails after Derek Carr retired from the NFL.
Jono, Mr. This Shit More Than a Game. What a day, man. Let us rejoice, man. Let us be thankful. We on to bigger and better things in the Who Dat Nation, brother. Hey, let's let the quarterback battle commence. And let's go get some weapons and let's use that money, that cash flow to get some weapons to up the offense and get a better pass rush overall. Let's go, baby. Who that for life, dog? Keep doing what you're doing, man. Happy weekend. Happy, tell you what, happy Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Baby on the way. Little JB on the way.
I appreciate that. That's from my guy, Devin. Yeah. You know, I always appreciate that you guys like leave positive notes about me being a father literally in less than 2.5 weeks now. Wow. It gets more real every single day. But yes, blessed times, no matter what, whether you're excited or not about the future of the franchise. Hey, Saturday was a blessed time, I believe, honestly, for both parties, Derek Carr and New Orleans. Hey, we got that burden off our shoulder. We can be free again to live our lives. So blessed times indeed. Let's get to our next voicemail.
He's gone. Oh my God. Derek Carr's gone. Let's go, bro. Freaking get him more. Let's freaking go. I mean, seriously. Oh my God, bro. This is insane. Bro, I am so freaking ambitious in the freaking game, bro. Yes. Oh my God, man. Hold on. Let me drink my root beer real quick. Hallelujah. A good riddance. I hope Tyler Shough wins the job, hopefully. Barring if Rattler wins it, I wouldn't mind that. Anyways, peace.
J-Dog, I think people are indeed loving your voicemail. This is why I wish I had at least one co-host, because I have to edit the voicemails before they go. So I've already heard them. But it's always fun to get Ziggy or Shawn or even Evan, if he's still alive, their genuine reactions to the voicemails. But hallelujah, J-Dog, hallelujah, indeed.
911, may I take your call? My face hurt. Sir, I can't hear you. What? My face hurt. Why does your face hurt, sir? I've been smiling all day since Derek Carr been retired from the Saints. Oh, I feel good. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, like I knew I would. Jono, this shit more than the game. This your boy T Dirty. Jono, I'm so glad this man gone off this team, bruh. You just don't know. F that car, we should have bought a scooter. Now, F that car, we don't need no scooter. Dog, he gone. I woke up to that news, bro. I was like, man, that's the best news. It's like when the same news we got when Dennis Allen was gone. It's the same feeling, bro. I said, I'm going to hit the grill today. I feel like grilling today. I feel like bacon wrapped shrimp and chicken breast. I just feel good today, man. Look, can we bring Mardi Gras back right quick for this moment? You know what? I'm sure Drew Brees got a parade when he retired, but Derek Carr getting one too. But it ain't the same. Get your hat, your coat, and leave, bruh. I don't feel bad. Let his ass go. Cause Mickey Loomis was trying to get this money any way he could out this dude, bruh. This is the best feeling ever, man. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. My face hurt from smiling all day. I got the 911 lady on hold. She said, sir, what's your problem? You got a real problem? I said, lady, this was a real problem. Now I'm good now, you heard me? Look, he out of my life. Hey, Vicky Big Guns the Wiggler, he out here. Hey, this shit more than a game. You know what you name your first son, Jono? Derek Carr retired. Barnes. Yeah, that sounds good. It has a ring to it. It has a ring. That has a nice ring to it. I'm sure Mickey was like, well, yes, we don't want to see you go. Yes, we do, Mickey. Get the hell out the way. Go chew this gum and get the fuck to the side. You hear me? We don't want to. Yes, we do. It's the best feeling in the world. I ain't got to hear about this shit no more. I was tired of Derek Carr. I was tired of making videos. I'm like, why am I making a video about this man? I'm sick of his ass. He gone, ding dong, the wicked witch is dead, all that bullshit. You hear me? He out here. Woo! My face hurts, y'all. I'm just tired of smiling. And I ain't no nice guy like that, but I'm smiling right now. I'm smiling ear to ear, year to year. Ooh. Jono, look, this shit feel good. This the same feeling when Dennis Allen left. It's the same feeling. This shit more than a game. Who there for life? What up? Let's celebrate, Saints fan. Let the new era begin. If it's gonna be Rattler season or Shuck season.
Bruce Sanders correct. T Dirty is absolutely the voicemail MVP. And I might not have the biggest audience, but I do have the best fucking callers. I'll say, well, let me take that back because my guy Hold the Mayo, he has some elite callers. But I think T Dirty is top three in the state. And I'm glad that T Dirty isn't lying or just utilizing his talents on my show, because if y'all search T Dirty on YouTube, his YouTube channel will come up and he's slowly ascending, but he deserves it. Absolutely hilarious guy. Absolutely hilarious guy. I hope he doesn't get too big on YouTube, that he stops calling into my show, because I love his calls. But if y'all thought my rants were good, I mean, T Dirty arguably, and I got a little pride myself, but T Dirty be having some funny rants too. So make sure y'all check out T Dirty YouTube channel. And I'm always appreciative that T Dirty lends his talents to my silly little voicemail line. That was hilarious, T Dirty. I don't know about naming my kid Derek Carr retires Barnes. But maybe if I get another dog, I will, okay? Maybe I'll name my dog Derek Carr retires. Let's get to our next voicemail.
Hi. Derek Carr retired Saturday morning. To everybody who was saying how Derek Carr was the worst Saints quarterback of all time, you can probably say he's probably the most disappointing quarterback in Saints history. But to say he's the worst, I'm sorry, no. I'm sure there was worse quarterbacks, all right? But I will say this, though. Derek Carr, you can get off this team and you can never look back. The 2 years that he spent here felt like a decade. Funny enough, this has now been the second Saints quarterback to retire on the Saints. I guess he followed in Drew Brees' footsteps that way, but it wasn't in a good way. Derek Carr, 4 Pro Bowls, broke records with the Raiders. That's all good and all, but I'm talking about 2025 Derek Carr. The 2025 Derek Carr was no better than the 2017 Derek Carr, or the 2016 Carr, or the 2019 Carr. It wasn't better than any of those Carrs. So Derek Carr, I'm going to say this one time. Goodbye.
I appreciate that call, Mikey. Mikey actually left a comment when I opened up the voicemails, and he was like, finally, my voicemails won't go in vain, because Mikey still calls even when I shut the voicemail line down, knowing that I'm not going to be playing voicemails on the show. I just hope Mikey knows that your voicemails are never in vain, Mikey. Even though I don't play the ones that you leave me when I'm not doing voicemail segments during the off season. I still listen to them, and I appreciate you, Mikey. You are this shit more than the game certified. Let's get to our next voicemail.
Hey, look, John, no, I ain't even gonna lie to you. You probably ain't doing any voicemails and shit right now, but I got a low-key bone to pick with you. Hey, this is telling Mr. Ripley. Look, I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you, fool. You dangerous, man. I'm just gonna let you know this now, man. As a Falcons fan, you dangerous as hell. You really got me out here, motherfucking, thinking motherfucking Aints fans might not be so bad. Y'all kind of alright, man. I don't like that shit. I don't like it at all. Every time I watch y'all show, y'all motherfucking cool as hell in all season. Oh, hey, Mr. Ripley, how you doing? Oh, no, y'all ain't trying to sweet talk me into that, motherfucker. I got to thinking this shit out like, man, you know what? Going to New Orleans wouldn't be so bad. You know, go down there, fuck around, see some of y'all or something, kick it. Go to the bar, turn up so I can talk my shit in person. And I said, hell no, we is not supposed to be motherfucking congregating like that. What fuck y'all got going on, man? Why y'all do me like that? I be over here in my other Falcon podcast and shit, and I'm like, man, it ain't the same, fool. I'm like, I be wanting to tell them to come over here. I be like, damn, boy, hey. Just hear me out, y'all. I listen to this same podcast, fool. Just hear me out. Hear me out. It ain't what you think. I'm still a dirty bird, y'all. Please don't do me like that. God damn. But, man, y'all cool, though. Shit, still fuck y'all. And I ain't even from Atlanta. I'm from motherfucking Ripley, Tennessee. That's why my name like that. I ain't tripping. How the fuck I become a Falcons fan? Boy, I might be. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Why I stay a motherfucking Falcons fan? Hell if I know. That was a good one. I should have left when everybody else left. But nah, I want to be loyal. You see what that loyalty got me. But it's okay, though. Fuck y'all. Yeah, I got one chip y'all been bragging about forever. But shit, it's all right. But shit. But hey, don't be over here converting me. Think they got me ready to go to goddamn New Orleans and shit. Give me some good gumball. I tried. Shit. But nah, y'all be easy, though. Much love, though. I fuck with the show tough, for real, for real.
Well, isn't that nice? A Falcons fan leaving that comment. And I did not pay him, Falcons fans. I did not pay him. So, wow, a Falcons fan. I think he low-key wants to be a Saints fan. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all think the talented Mr. Ripley low-key wants to be a Saints fan? I think we're slowly converting him into the this shit more than a game brotherhood. I really do. I really do. And he said that he's not even from Atlanta. Well, why would you subject yourself to being a Falcons fan if you're in Tennessee? You could be a Titans fan. That's a way better franchise than a Falcons talented Mr. Ripley. You brought this punishment on yourself. You have nobody to blame. You damn sure don't have any of the Saints fans to blame for your misery. You live in Tennessee. Be a Titans fan. I appreciate the kind words, talented Mr. Ripley. The only kind thing I'll say about the Falcons fans tonight is, even though, you know, the horrible human beings for being Falcons fans, I still appreciate a few of them. Like, there's actually some Falcons fans. I'm looking to my right. Wait, no, I gotta learn because I'm in the new mancave. I'm looking to my right now. Actually looking to my right, even though I'm technically looking to my left in real life. I'm looking to my right, and I see like Archangel and Falcons fans like that. And I do appreciate that. But as small of a community as I have, it could be a lot smaller if Falcons fans like Archangel didn't actually come up and show support to the show. So I do appreciate those Falcons fans. I really do. That's a genuine comment from me. Mr. Ripley, Juddy Bear, Red Swarm, Archangel, all of you guys. I feel like I'm probably going to leave out another Falcons fan or two. I apologize for that, but I do appreciate you guys. And I really appreciate when you guys Falcon, because it makes my show do some incredible numbers. Let's get to our next voicemail.
Yeah, Derek Carr's retirement. Yeah, what's a decision Derek Carr's wife makes? Like Drew Brees' wife did, told Drew, you need to retire. Yeah, it was a good time. It was just like 2 years with Derek Carr, and my first voicemail was talking about Derek Carr got injured like every year quarterback. Farewell to Derek Carr. This is Kyle speaking. Bye.
Kyle brings up a good point. I don't know if it's the wife that made the decision, but I wouldn't be shocked, as they always say, and I learned many times in the past. Happy wife, happy life. So, you never know, Kyle. Let's get to our next voicemail.
Hey, Donald Barnes, it's me, Falcons fan. Don't say speak. If your Pelicans or your New Orleans team don't care. I watched the draft already. I know it broke your heart. Y'all just got rid of Derek Carr. I thought y'all were going to get the number one pick. Y'all front office is just like my Atlanta Hawks front office. They just don't care about winning. Still to support your channel no matter what. I still got your shirt too. And congrats on having a newborn baby too.
What is it with all these Falcons fans calling and being so nice? I don't get it. I don't get it. Sandra, stop. But I even got a text message from a Falcons fan. This is from Carr from Atlanta. And he texts me this. He shows a picture of Tyler Shough, Jake Hayner, and Spencer Rattler, and he puts the Three Stooges, laughing Mike. Now, this is funny coming from fans of a franchise that paid and is still paying Kirk Cousins like what, $30+ million. So I don't understand how the Falcons are throwing stones when they live in a glass house. But it's cool. It's cool because we all know, y'all, every single year, even if the Saints ain't great, we know that we always have our Super Bowl moment when the Falcons find a way to break their fans' hearts in embarrassing fashion for the umpteenth time. So I'm going to take the licks right now. I'm going to be like Jesus. I'm going to bear that cross and walk this long offseason of Falcons fans trolling me because I know, as always, when the end of the year comes, I will get the last laugh. We have one last voicemail, and I knew as soon as I opened up the voicemail that this guy was going to call. He's probably been tweaking to leave a voicemail since his last one about 3 months ago, and I'm glad that he did because I know you guys. I mean, we say T30 is the voicemail MVP, but I don't know. This guy might be the true voicemail MVP, and y'all know who I'm talking about. And yeah, if you got your volume loud right now, you might want to just turn it down a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit.
This is James. James. Yeah. James. Watch out, Ziggy. I'm taking over your producing role. What? I got a little equipment up my sleeve myself this off season. But oh, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Ding dong, the witch is dead. He's gone. He's gone, folks. He's gone. Now, Jono, your last video I just watched, I saw you are a little bit disappointed because the Pelicans did not get a good draft pick. But let's be honest, the Pelicans wasn't going to do shit even if we got the top pick. You saw how we did with Anthony Davis and Zion Williamson, so don't lose any sleep over that. But what you can wake up to was the glory news on Saturday morning that Derek Carr is no longer a part of the Saints franchise and the city of New Orleans. Glory, glory, hallelujah. It is automatically the best offseason of all time. Yes, even better than the offseason where we bought in Sean Payton and Drew Brees. Derek Carr being gone makes this the greatest Saints offseason of all time, and no matter what, even if we are still shitty next year, at least we can be shitty with the devil we don't know versus the devil we do know. And y'all know what it makes me want to do? I've been actually taking some more voice lessons this offseason so I can really bring that heat for the 2025 season. So, to give you guys a little bit of a preview, DJ, please.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Such a lovely day in New Orleans. Here we go. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Little Clover Cleveland for y'all. Just one look at you, rest in peace, Bill with us, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. 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 A lovely day. 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 Yes, indeed, Saints fans, turn that frown upside down because Derek Carr is gone and he ain't coming back. All right, hold on now. Like I said, I've been doing voice lessons, so this is the real high note that I'm going to do for you guys. And I need your participation, okay? Wherever you at, wherever you're listening or watching, just need you to drum roll wherever you can with any object available to you. Okay? Here we go. A lovely day. 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 A lovely day. 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 Yeah. I told y'all. Bringing that heat this season. So Falcons fans, watch out. And don't talk about y'all coming back with a vengeance this year because y'all dumbasses gave up a first-round pick for an unqualified defensive end. Ooh, wow, we're so scared. It's going to be a hell of a 2025. Shout out to you, Ziggy. I see you. Jono, I'm sure that baby's coming real soon now. We can't wait to have Lil Jono come and bless the This Shit More Than a Game community with his presence. The Prince is arriving soon, just in time, for a Derek Carr-less New Orleans. I'll see y'all this fall. And Miss Barbara, if you're listening, I got some sweet melodies for you too. Yeah, this is James. Just James. And Derek Carr is gone. Just gone.
I apologize for that, guys. I apologize.
No matter what, we all know that this shit more than a game, and now you can wear it with pride. Visit www.jonobarnes.com or thisshitmorethanagame.com and buy your This Shit More Than a Game shirt now for the low price of $28.03. You can buy it in black and gold, purple and gold, white and blue, red and navy blue, all types of colors. We've got you covered here on the Jono Barnes Show. So visit www.jonobarnes.com or thisshitmorethanagame.com and buy your This Shit More Than a Game shirt now and let the world know, folks, this shit more than a game.
I'm a little lost for words at that last voicemail. See, that's why I close out the voicemails during the offseason. Can you imagine me getting James, just James, every week? No. Speaking of no, just no. That draft lottery on Monday was definitely a no. Just no. It shows you how fast things can come crumbling down when it comes to the life of fanaticism. Because on Saturday, I was in a great mood. I was smiling through it all. Wow, my team actually had a dark cloud lifted from them. Things actually looked brighter. No matter what the path was, things looked brighter. And if you watch my channel, you saw how quickly that evaporated on Monday. Look like I'm second lining or something, huh? Look like I'm singing James Just James. Lovely day. When the New Orleans Pelicans had, if not the worst case scenario, very close to the worst case scenario that could happen with the NBA draft lottery. So not only did the Pelicans fall to the number 7 pick, but the Dallas Mavericks, a division rival, who only had a 1.8% chance to win the lottery, moved all the way up to number 1. And now we'll get the services of Cooper Flag. So not only did we lose the draft, we now got to have to deal with Cooper Flag in our division for the next decade plus. It's bad enough there we got to deal with Victor Wembanyama and our, guess what? The San Antonio Spurs moved up to the number 2 pick. So now they got the ammo to trade for a Giannis or even draft another stud in the NBA draft. While the Pelicans have to rely on, hopefully, Zion Williamson gets it together this year. That was, in my opinion, if not the worst case, the second worst case scenario the only worst case that could have happened that was worse than that if the Pelicans would have fell to the number 8 pick. I mean, thanks, most guys, at least we fell to the number 7 pick. All I know is this. Little pray for my downfall. Congratulations, because you won. You won. I mean, seriously. And it's a fitting photo, like Zion Williamson being the face of our franchise with the 7th pick. Always optimistic going into it, but you usually end up with disappointment. So whoever prayed for my downfall, you won. Few things. One, I don't know if I truly believe the NBA draft lottery is rigged. I feel like if it was, a whistleblower would have came out by now. It's just too big of an entity for somebody not to snitch if it was rigged. But it is very, very suspicious that the Mavs, with a 1.8% shot, won the lottery. And granted, that's what the purpose of the lottery is, right? It gives every team a shot. It makes it so that teams aren't motivated to tank, because they're saying, hey, even if you tank, you're not guaranteed a top pick, because a team like the Mavs who didn't tank wind up getting the number 1 pick, right? The Jazz was tanking hard, and I believe they fell all the way down to number 6, which is good for them, or number 5, whatever it was. Like, that's what y'all get for deliberately tanking. So in that regard, the tank worked. I mean, the draft lottery works. But I mean, a lot of people were bringing up the point when the Pelicans traded Chris Paul to the Los Angeles Clippers, we got the number 1 pick that year, being Anthony Davis. We got the number 1 pick before we traded Anthony Davis to the Los Angeles Lakers, but by then everybody knew the Lakers were the favorites to get Anthony Davis. So we traded Anthony Davis to the Lakers, and in that same season, we got the number 1 pick. And now the Dallas Mavericks trade Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers, and what a shock! The Dallas Mavericks get the number 1 pick. At some point, it just makes you go, right? It just makes you go, That's very coincidental that teams that need a solid from the NBA always end up winning that number 1 draft lottery pick. I can't complain because the Pelicans benefited from it twice now. When we didn't have an owner, we got the number 1 pick. When we had to trade AD because he put the franchise in a bad spot and we traded him to the Lakers, we got the number 1 pick. It benefited us. But it sure does seem like every time the team that really needs some help and a pat on the back or a little bit of a underhand deal from the NBA so they could get the number 1 pick, they end up getting it. It just makes you go, It just makes you go, That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. And now the New Orleans Pelicans have the number 7 pick in the NBA draft. And again, worst case scenario. So now we got Cooper Flag in our division. We got the Spurs going to load up again, whether it's they make a trade for Giannis or they draft Dylan Harper, who I was also very high on, and we get the number 7 pick. Now, maybe we draft a stud. Maybe we draft somebody who's good, even great, with the number 7 pick. Crazy things have happened. A lot of fans who instantly went into cope mode was like, hey, well, Steph Curry was the number 7 pick. Yeah, okay. I mean, we had better odds at getting the number 1 pick than we have at the number 7 pick in this draft becoming a great player like Steph Curry. Hard truth. But I'm just real down, like I said earlier in the show, and my Saints and Pelicans fanaticism, as far as hype, at least. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not getting hyped. If it is going to be us having to essentially run it back with Zion Williamson as the guy. I mean, I like Zion, but do I believe in him? No, I don't. He's giving me no reason to believe in him. When you give me the data, I accept it. He's giving us no data to show that he can be a guy to lead us to the championship, much less the playoffs. He's played 0 playoff games. And even if he does, who am I to think that his body, given the injury history he has, can survive a grueling 1, 2, 3, or 4 playoff series? I commend all the fans who still believe. God bless you. But right now, my hype level is down so bad for the Saints and Pelicans. And I just hope that both of those guys, being Tyler Shough and Zion Williamson, because right now those are technically the 2 guys who our franchise is leaning on to bring us out of this darkness into prosperity. I hope they do the damn thing. But I don't know. I really don't know. Hey, guys, even though I'm not high on the Saints and Pelicans, you can be, because the season schedule just came out. And if you do have any interest in going to see your New Orleans Saints, well, them tickets are probably going to be really, really cheap this year. Not for season ticket holders, sadly, but on this resale market, those tickets are probably going to be really, really cheap. So you might be able to find some lower level tickets for like $70. But guess what? Any ticket that you find that's above $50 when it comes to your total, if you are a first-time user, you can use the promo code Jono at checkout and receive $20 off your purchase. So you can turn cheap Saints tickets or cheap Pelicans tickets into even cheaper Saints and Pelicans tickets. So, hey, just know that your boy's looking out for you. I'm a lot calmer now, but I'll play you guys how I reacted in real time to the Pelicans losing the number 7, losing the top 4 pick and landing at number 7, just to show you guys how kind of emotional I get. I get a little bit emotional.
Oh, God, this is not good. I'm getting nervous.
Pick number 7.
Do not call the Pelicans. Do not call the Pelicans.
Picking 6. The Washington Wizards.
Oh!
Correction now. That means Philadelphia is
I told you the Sixers was gonna do that dumb shit.
So they make the jump, and Jared McCain is riding a roller coaster. We all are inside this room. The Sixers are in the top.
Damn it! 7th.
Fifth pick.
We ain't in the top 4.
Will be made by.
God, that was
Jazz.
the f***ing worst season of all time. We got nothing to f***ing show for it. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! God damn! God damn it! 7th! Not even top 4! Damn it! Damn it!
I think it was a little emotional, huh? Hey, I do that for y'all. I give my raw reactions. Now, I will say this. I do know when the camera is on, right? So, like, my initial reaction was the F-bomb. But everybody, no matter what they say, you subconsciously know when you are filming for a camera. See, when I'm filming for a camera, in my mind, mentally, I'm not looking at a camera. I'm looking at a possible audience of 1,000 people. So I'm not seeing physically a camera. I'm seeing an audience of 1,000 people. If you put yourself out there in front of an audience of 1,000 people, you're gonna not be as normal as you usually are, right? So I amplified a bit. Like the F-bomb was absolutely my raw reaction, but the 8 and 9 F-bombs that came after, and the 8 and 9 damn it's that came after, that's usually because when I know I'm filming, I don't like to give dead air. Like I don't want to say F and then just like be in a puddle of sadness for like 30 seconds of dead air. I mean, I'm trying to entertain you guys. So usually you see myself repeating myself. So I say F, and subconsciously I know the camera's filming. So, what can I say? So I'm like, F, 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 F. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. If the camera wasn't there, my reaction would have been F, damn it. Then I would probably been in silence for like 2 minutes. But knowing that the camera is there, subconsciously I'm like, okay, well, I got an audience to, give a reaction to. They're giving me their time to watch my reaction. I gotta like keep the dead silence at a minimum. So you get me repeating myself a lot. You see? So but those reactions are raw and they're real, and I don't hide it. And I apologize to people who might have their volume up loud when I do videos where the censor button isn't always working properly. But I was just down, man. I was down on the state of being a Pelicans fan, I guess, in 2025. So I want to give a shout out to my wife, because for the past 3 weeks now, you guys have seen like 2 epic rant videos, and I knew it was coming. I had a little small part in my heart that was like, well, maybe the Saints draft like a superstar, or a guy that I can at least get hyped about, or maybe the Pelicans get the number 1 and number 2 pick, and there'll be an actual video, not of me ranting, but of me being in pure jubilation. And we didn't. And of course, because of that, I ranted because I'm a fan and I get emotional. And my very pregnant wife, not once did she say, good Lord have mercy. I mean, she's literally weeks away, like not even weeks, days away from going into labor. And she's got me in the living room and here in the man cave screaming my butt off. And not once did she complain or roll her eyes or nag me. So shout out to my wife. The reason, though, why you guys see me in this man cave now is because, as you guys can see, if you're still watching, I have a man cave now. We're not all the way completely done with it yet, but we're getting to the process of putting stuff up. Y'all see some of my, hold on. Y'all see I got, some of these things I got to put on the wall and all that. We're getting there. It's going to be a process, but I have a man cave now. So there's going to be a lot of memories made in this here man cave. And the best thing my wife said about the man cave is, if you guys see these double doors, that means that my wife can block out as much of the noise as possible. See, my room and our master bedroom is like the furthest away from this room. So my wife gets a little bit, she probably hears like a few mumblings and grumblings from me, but she is as far as away as possible. She doesn't have to hear me go crazy. So we're going to have a lot of fun and memories. I'll probably be doing a few live games. I'm going to show that for a little bit. I don't want YouTube to strike me. This season for the Saints, Pelicans, whatever we decide to do. And hopefully we make some history. In this Man Cave. I hope you guys enjoyed the brand new this shit. If y'all guys are still watching right now, I say I only got like 14 people watching on YouTube now. Did I bore y'all that much? Jeez. But hopefully y'all enjoy the new Man Cave that we will gradually be building up and make some more memories. I'm sure you guys have noticed by now, like I'm not in my typical setup that I have been the past 2 years. Obviously, we've officially made a move as we welcome in a new baby. And now, because of that, I get a brand new Man Cave that you guys are going to absolutely love as we put it together. And we're going to have some fun times in this room. And hopefully, like I said again, make some history. Before I close up this show, I thought it was very, let's end on a positive note. Let me show y'all though how stupid social media could be sometimes. And every social media app is stupid. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of these apps, they got stupid people on these apps, boy. But Facebook, there's a special stupid on Facebook because you see, one of the Saints groups made this post where somebody says, big congratulations to Alvin Kamara and his girlfriend announcing the birth of their newborn baby son. Welcome to parenthood. Okay, now anybody who has any sense of mind would say, wow, that is a pretty white ass baby, but a guy who was pretty damn black in Alvin Kamara. And any of these proposed girlfriends in these bottom pictures ain't light-skinned herself. So that's a pretty white baby to be saying, hey, this is Alvin Kamara's baby, right? But if y'all see that second photo on the bottom row, I mean, do y'all see how obviously this is not Alvin Kamara? This is obvious. I mean, he's even at the bottom of the picture. It says Meta AI. And yet, people were congratulating AI. I mean, AK, look at some of these comments. They were saying, congratulations, he is beautiful. Congratulations. This post has over 3,000 likes. And this is only as of yesterday. It probably went up. 762 comments, 63 shares. It's probably more now. And I promise y'all, over half, not even half, over half of the people were telling Alvin Kamara congratulations. Are they blind? Are they that stupid? Really? I called it out on Twitter. I put every social media app is dumb. But Facebook, I'm convinced Facebook is where the dumbest people go to convene. But I did get my congratulations to Alvin Kamara. And very funny, Alvin Kamara actually responded. So to the 14 people still watching on YouTube and over 200, of course, on our platforms, you guys get to see, hey, look at that. Even though Jono might not have the most popular stream or podcast right now, he's still being seen by some important people because Alvin Kamara took my tweet and he joked back. Facebook ruined the surprise with a annoyed face. And I'm like, damn, Alvin Kamara's really been responding to my tweets lately. I'm glad that he actually seems to rock with me. I gotta get him on my show. That's gonna get my numbers up if I get Alvin Kamara on my show. But Kamara obviously jokes that, hey, you know, Facebook ruined my surprise. You would think that people would be like, haha, how funny. Man, people are stupid. Folks, people were still congratulating Alvin Kamara. People were still in the comments saying, congratulations, AK. You see 117 comments, right? This is as of yesterday. People were saying, oh, Alvin, beautiful baby, man. You're going to love it. What? Come on, people. Wake up. Wake up. I called that out. And Alvin Kamara responded to me again. He said, I deserve it. You see my wristband, right? On a clearly fake AI photo. I wondered, am I going to get a wristband when my wife goes into labor? Apparently, it takes a lot out of the fathers, too. But I just told AK, I said, you know what, dog? Who am I to take away from your special moment? I purposely used the white baby emoji. I got a little one coming in a few weeks, too. I hope they give me a gown and a wristband the way they gave. I guess we're going to call him Calvin Amara instead of Alvin Kamara. So that was funny. People are just so stupid. And I'm not surprised. You know why? Because on Saturday, I joked that, hey, this is New Orleans right now on Bourbon Street. And I took a video from the No Car parade in 2019 when we paraded down Bourbon Street and Canal in the French Quarters to protest the Super Bowl. And as you guys see, it did huge numbers, 1.7K retweets, 480,000 views as of yesterday, 98 comments. How many of those comments, y'all, do you want to believe while asking, hey, is that real? No way. Did New Orleans actually do that, did they? Come on, people. Come on. You got to love social media. You got to love social media. To be fair, Jono Barnes never lies on his app, though. But you gotta love social media. I'm glad though that Alvin has been having fun with my silliness. I hope that I could get him on the show one day. Him, Cam, all that. I want to get them, y'all. This is on me. I've been dragging my feet a little bit because I have a baby coming. So my first time. So I just don't know how far the life is going to look. But I know it's going to be very, very time consuming. So I'm not trying to go to these players and say, hey, man, can you find some time in your schedule to come do my show? Not knowing what my schedule is going to look like. So I'm sadly dragging my feet a bit in that way. But once I kind of get the hang of this being a father thing, I'll definitely try my luck with well, I know Cam John owes me because he the one who proactively said he's coming on the show. But with guys like AK and stuff who actually clearly rock with your boy, I'm going to try to get them on the show. But all that to say, as you guys have just heard, yes, the baby is coming in, like, I think 13, like maybe 16. Like, it's getting close, y'all. My anxiety builds every morning I wake up because I'm like, wow, another day is coming. Like, I'm enjoying my last few days as a guy who does not have to live, who has to care for a literal human being. So all that to say, obviously, when a baby comes, I'll probably have to dial it back a bit when it comes to the content, especially with the show. Like, it's definitely not going to be something where I'm going on live every week. I will try my best. I don't want to make any promises because I just don't know. This is my first time as a father, y'all. So I do not know what my schedule is going to look like or how my life is going to look. But I do know it's probably going to be busy. So there's probably going to be some times where you might not see anything from me on my YouTube channel, at least for weeks, if not maybe even more. It might be a month or something before I post a video or something. But I do hope you guys stay tuned. One way to do that is for sure, I don't know if you guys utilize this, but YouTube gives each content creator a post tab or like a community tab. And I'm always, if you guys don't know by now, please check it out. Just go on my channel, and I think it's called Community or Posts. I post like when I'm going live. I announce it like hours ahead so you guys can know, because I know that sometimes like I decide the day of, I'm going live today. But I try to give you guys ample time. So that is the way to keep up with whatever I'm planning to do or whatever I'm doing. I utilize the heck out of that community tab on my channel and a post tab, and you guys can see that and see like, oh, Jono's going live tonight or Jono's going tomorrow or whatever. Make sure you guys stay up to tune with me on that. But also on social media, because even though I may not be as active for the next few weeks on YouTube, I will always be active on like Instagram or Twitter. So it's real easy. I made it as easy as possible for people to find me on any platform. I went uniform with it. Jono Barnes. I'm not a different name on this. I am Jono Barnes on every platform. If you search Google on Jono Barnes, my Twitter will come up. My Instagram will come up. I think my TikTok should come up. My Facebook will come up, like Jono Barnes on everything, especially on Twitter. Like, I'm still actively tweeting. Like, the baby ain't gonna stop me from tweeting. It's easy to put a tweet out, and I will be active on that. As far as the YouTube channel, I do not know, but make sure you're staying on track with my community tab, and I'll provide updates as I say, I might go, I have time tonight, I'm gonna go live and give you guys an update on my daddy life or whatever. You can also hit the bell notification. I don't even know where the bell is at because it's my channel that I'm logged into, but I do know there's a bell somewhere. Some of y'all might have already hit the bell, so you don't even see it, or it's like already marked off. But if you haven't, hit that bell notification. And if you do that, it always lets you know when I post a video and when I go live. That way, even if I'm not on for like the next month or so, you'll get that notification that, oh, Jonathan is back. He just posted a video. So make sure you hit that bell notification, or just follow me on social media, or follow my community tab on my YouTube channel, and I will let you guys know whenever I go live or whenever I post another video. Again, first time father, so I'm going to be learning day by day, and I'll see what it does for me as far as my content creation. But I'm a smart man, because I don't know if you guys know, like, this wasn't like a surprise to us. The baby wasn't like, oh, we wasn't expecting that. We knew that we wanted the baby, and Mr. This shit more than the game is always 2 steps ahead. I was like, if we try right now, maybe we can have one in June, July, the dog days of the summer where nothing's going on. So at least I'm like not going AWOL during the season, right? Like, I'm going AWOL when there's going to be nothing to talk about besides, mini camp and all that. Okay, whatever. I don't mind missing out on that. So I'm a smart man. That's why the baby's coming this summer. Hopefully on June 1st. We'll see. But he's coming. for all the people who still stayed on, this is y'all treat. Y'all get a little preview. He's coming. Y'all see he's already grumped. Well, the light might be. Hold on. This is my treat to everybody. To the 9 people. Good Lord, my numbers are going down right now, huh? They say we don't care about your personal life, Jono. He's grumpy just like his dad already. That was the reaction I made when the Pelicans lost the Pelicans lost the draft. That was he's just like his dad. Like I already told y'all, the first ever this shit more than the game certified baby. So he is coming, and oh look, the numbers go up when I show my baby how that goes. He is coming in about 14 days now, guys. And so my life is going to be flipped upside down. I want to give a shout out to Cheryl. I don't know if Cheryl has been in the chat tonight or watching, but Cheryl actually sent me and my wife a baby gift, and that was pretty cool. Like to have a YouTube community that I've been doing this for so long that rocks for me that much that she sent me this beautiful knitted blanket for Shady, my dog, and for Lil Jono. So Cheryl, I appreciate you. Thanks for that gift. Thanks for that gift. If y'all want to send me like some money or something, the super chat is right there. That one will go to Lil Jono. Or if y'all want to send me a gift, just say, Jono, how can we, maybe send a little some your way? Hit me up on my Twitter, Instagram, whatever. I'll let y'all know what the baby registry is or whatever. If y'all want, no pressure. But I wanted to give Cheryl some thanks because that was real cool for her to send me and my wife some blankets for Lil Jono and our dog Shady. So yeah, man. That's what life is gonna look like. My man cave is gonna gradually be built up, and I'm gonna be a dad. Now again, it's 2 weeks away, so I might still go live next week. I just don't know. I mean, this is new to me. My wife might go into labor tomorrow. Technically, it could happen, right? So I'm not like trying to make any promises. I might have some guests that I want to bring on the show, like some Pelicans and Saints analysts to talk about the things that's been going on with the teams. But I don't want to ask them and then they make it on their schedule, and then my wife goes through some type of episode with the baby, and I'm like, oh well, I gotta cancel that. So I'm kind of being a bit careful with. Oh, there we go, Cheryl. You see, even though Cheryl ain't always active in the comments, she's all. I love Cheryl. Cheryl, thank you, Cheryl. When a baby comes, when my wife allows me to show the baby, I'll definitely have a picture, and I'll show the whole YouTube community of the great blanket that I'm gonna have Shady and a baby together with those beautiful blankets that you made for them. That warms my heart. I could have only 12 people watching, but I got a real ass audience, man. I got a real ass audience, and I appreciate the hell out of that. But because the baby is coming, I'm just a little undecided on, how I want to navigate going forward. I might go live next Tuesday still. I might be like, oh, well, my wife seems pretty fine. Let me go live next Tuesday. Again, if you have that bell notification on, or if you're monitoring my community tab, you will know because I will post it like hours before. Say, hey, I'm going live tonight, guys. Baby ain't here yet. Let's go chop it up. So we will see, but just know that it's going to be a bit different in a few weeks. I appreciate J-Dog, Sonia, Sandra, Cheryl, all of you guys who still stayed on to watch me ramble this past 5 to 10 minutes. I appreciate y'all. Isaac, I see you in the chat. You keep asking, what was it like working for the Pelicans? I actually did a video, Isaac, when I first started my YouTube. So honestly, just search Jono Barnes Ball Boy on YouTube, and that will give you a real comprehensive video of like one of my ball boy stories. I probably don't tell enough stories, but just know it was amazing. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be a Pelicans ball boy and everything they brought to me. I've met every great NBA player since pre-2021 that you can think of. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. That's why I'm hard on the Pelicans, because I got some friends in that building on Airline Drive that have never even got to witness us being in the Western Conference Finals. And I'm not going to sit by just because I was a ball boy for 13 years and accept their mediocrity from the front office because I was a ball boy. No, I want to see my friends who are still there with them experience greatness, get to be in the Western Conference Finals or the finals one day. So yeah, I'm gonna be hard on them, even if it loses me favor, even if it means the Saints ain't gonna ever have Jono Barnes or the Pelicans do a schedule video. I saw the Saints did another skit for their schedule video with the great Rob Kazi, and I see people adding me to the side of me. Oh, Jono, that could have been you. This reminds me of Jono. Well, look, one, there's a lot more comedians right now. I'm not a comedian, but comedians and content creators way above Jono Barnes. Let's just be real. Again, if you watch it on YouTube, look at how many people are watching. 15, 14 now. Jono Barnes has some traction. Don't get me wrong. Jono Barnes has some damn good traction. I go in the New Orleans streets, people say, Jono Barnes, what's up? I get recognized more than people who got 100K, 200K followers, whatever. But these brands and all that, they seeing these numbers, they like, he ain't popping like that. So I ain't even close to even with my history with the Pelicans. I ain't close to them saying, "Oh, we want Jono Barnes in the video." I ain't even close to that. So all that to say, I got to continue to work. It's a journey. It's a grind. I'm enjoying the grind. I'm enjoying the grind because of people like you, J-Dog, and Sonia, and Cheryl, and Sandra, who are like rocking with me no matter what. Y'all don't give a damn if there's only 15 people watching. Y'all just watch because you guys are supporters of the Jono Barnes show and the Jono Barnes chat, community, brand, all that. And I appreciate you guys, truly. But this is a business kind of for me now. You know, I'm a content creator. My job is to grow my audience, not to be plateaued, but to grow and to get more people to want to tune in. So I probably will transparently use my parental leave from my actual 9-to-5 and my YouTube content. And again, I still might find time. Like I might be like 3 a.m. The baby just went to sleep, and I'll be like, you know what? I got time to do a video. I got some energy. I mean, let me knock out a quick video or something. I'm gonna try to find a way because I believe in what I'm doing, and I'm passionate, and I'm like still enjoying it, whether I got the big audience that I want or not. I am very passionate, and I love doing this. So I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna try to make a way. I'm saying that now. Again, I do not know what fatherhood life looks like, but I'm gonna try to make a way because I want to continue to entertain you guys. I'll do it for you guys, I promise. But I'm also going to probably use the time, especially like them 4 a.m. nights when I'm just rocking my baby back and forth to sleep, begging that he goes to sleep. I'm gonna use it to like reevaluate, like, okay, what am I doing that my channel, you know, doesn't have 114 people watching right now? You know, where have I plateaued at? Where is the algorithm not catching on to Jono Barnes and recommending me to other Saints fans and recommending me to other sports fans who watch sports streams? I mean, just to be honest with you guys, something's missing. You know, I see other Saints content creators get like 100, 200, 300K people, 300 people, not 300K, 300 people watching their show. I usually only get big numbers now when I go live for like breaking news. Like if I would have went live after Derek Carr retired, I probably would have had 80, 90 people. When Tyler Shough got drafted, I had like 70, 80 people. But if it's just a regular old Tuesday, the numbers kind of, especially in the off season, they stagnate, which is fine because again, I love my audience, but I am always, no matter what, I'm always like climbing a ladder, and I just don't know when you actually reach the top. Maybe I have already reached the top and I don't know yet, but I'm always going to be like, well, there's another ramp to climb. There's another step on this ladder to continue to go to. So I'm always going to be thinking, well, what's the next step? How can I continue to grow the brand? So, you know, that might be me having to rebuild, just like the New Orleans Saints, rebuild my channel my damn self and say, okay, something's not quite catching on with YouTube's algorithm that more Saints fans are and being recommended my video or whatnot. Maybe I make a separate channel just for sports, and then I do my skits on another channel, maybe, because, you know, I happily throw so much content at you guys, right? Like one day you might see me do a wrestling video. One day you might see me do a skit that has nothing to do with sports or anything, right? Like I throw so much at my channel. I call it a big old gumbo pot of content that it confuses the algorithm. The algorithm is like, well, we don't know if we want to recommend him to Saints fans, or do we want to recommend him to wrestling fans, or do we want to recommend him to general comedy fans? And so you get kind of lost in the shuffle. That YouTube algorithm goes, well, we don't know what to do with him, so we'll just kind of put him on the back burner. So I might have to revamp my channel a bit in a way to try to get more people to notice, or to get the algorithm to say, hold on, this is what he's actually doing. This is the audience that we're going to try to dive into him. So just know that there might be some changes coming up on the Jono Barnes channel. I just want to be transparent with you guys. I'm always, if anything, transparent with you guys. I might make another channel, and that channel, if I do make another channel for like specific other topics, you guys never have to worry about, oh, you know, I'm obligated to follow all of his channels. No, follow the channels that, you know, fit into what you like. This is why they call it niches. We go to YouTube to watch videos of things that we want to watch. Some fans might want to watch my Saints stuff. Don't give a damn about my Pelican stuff. Some stuff might want to, I had a lot. Usually when I do a WWE video, wrestling fans catch on and they subscribe to me, but they probably will have no interest whatsoever in my Saints content, right? Again, it confuses the algorithm. They're like, well, who should we promote him to? Who should we push his videos to? So I got to think, and I'm going to have a lot of time in the next few days coming up to think about, okay, how do I want to make this channel? Do I want to just dive strictly on Saints content and make me strictly Saints? Do I want to do different stuff? Do I want to just continue doing what I'm doing and saying, screw it, the world's going to catch up? If it does, great. If it doesn't, I've accomplished enough already that I'm happy with what I've done. I don't know. I got a lot to think about, but at least I'll have this awesome little guy to keep me warm. while I think about it. So I appreciate you guys. Truly know that I am very, very grateful for each and every single one of you guys. If this is my last show until the baby comes, just know it's going to be the first ever This Shit More Than a Baby. This Shit More Than a Game certified baby. And you guys are going to know when it comes. Y'all going to know. Again, y'all going to have that little step. And yeah, you're going to be like, man, what's going on? Why I'm rocking my feet like this? I ain't got no rhythm around me. Why I'm rocking my feet like this? Why I got a little bit of Falcons fans going, why I got the chills right now? Y'all going to know when Lil Jono comes, and it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time because that, over everything, it's the biggest blessing of them all. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And I thank each and every one of you guys for the support. He's already going to be coming to a very, very loving community. He already knows that. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Always and forever remember, it's shit more than a game. And this shit more than a baby.
Juno.
Wait. Hold on. Great timing, Cheryl. Before I hit that thing. Cheryl, thank you. You didn't have to, Cheryl. I'll get you the air horns. Hold on. You didn't have to, Cheryl, because you already got me a gift, but I appreciate that. Now that $20, usually I do all my, super chats. I go that to the show, but that I'm gonna buy some diapers or something. That's going strictly to Lil Jono. So thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate y'all. Truly, that's why you guys are the best. Who needs a goddamn 1 million subscribers when I got people like Cheryl in a Jono Bones community? And you know what? By the way, y'all, Cheryl gave me this is like the bonus content, right? Do me a favor, y'all. Let's go support Shawn and Ziggy, who are also live right now. Now they're doing a completely different show that's not Saints related, not sports related. They talk like about relationship stuff and all that. So y'all ain't got to stay long if it doesn't interest y'all. But if you are in the chat, you see I just posted the link. Do me a favor, y'all. Go in that link right there and show Shawn and Ziggy some love right quick and just put this shit more than a game in the chat. You ain't got to watch the whole show for Shawn and Ziggy. Just go in the chat right now. It's right there. It's right there. And put this shit more than a game in the chat for Shawn and Ziggy as they are doing their little content creation of their own. I appreciate you, Cheryl. I appreciate you, Cheryl. I appreciate all of y'all. Again, for real this time. Unless somebody else wants to leave a super chat. No? Okay. This shit more than a game.
Juno.